Hello everybody, welcome to FC Amakhosi fan channel. This Sunday, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Welcome back. Guys, I just want to react to the transfer market as it closed on Friday. I just want us to engage and tell me what are your thoughts. How would you rate this market or the past market, from 1 being like that was the rubbish to 5 being like, okay, it's average, okay, we can do, but there's so much work to be done, and then 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Some would even rate it to 10. They'll say that, you know what, no, this is like the best ever market. For me, if I was to rate this market as I'm getting into it now, I would say this market was between 8 and 9. Some of you will say, no, but you must make up your mind on that note and whatnot. Okay, let me just give it an 8. And I'll tell you why am I giving an 8 instead of a 7, instead of 5, instead of 1, or whatnot and whatnot. I'll start by acknowledging the good work that the management have done. I'll start by acknowledging the fact that the management have done very well in terms of, one, making sure that we have the best technical team. We have the best technical team that there is that you could have gotten. We have the best. Some say, but if you're saying that you have the best, we could have went for Pito, we could have went for so and so, we should have went for this and that coach. I'll say to you, the deals that never materialized, it's good that they never materialized, because the one that you have now, we should be content, and the one that you should have, we should support. So this is the best technical team that Kaizer Chiefs have ever had in ages. Why? Because this coach is disciplined. He's a disciplinarian. 2, this coach is too tactical, like he's so brilliant tactically. And then 3, this coach is gonna give every player a chance, especially. It's gonna give everyone a chance. 4, it's gonna give especially a chance to the young ones. If you are young player and you are deserving to play there, and you can offer us better than what 30-year-old plus can offer, you're gonna play under this coach. So therefore, the coach, they've made the best signing, and for them to swallow their pride and say that, you know what, Nabi, we made a mistake, we are sorry that you made a mistake, now we're coming back to you, we're going to give you everything that you want, from the technical team to the players that you want, we're going to give you that. Let me start by acknowledging the management, and I'll say, job well done, management, by giving us the best technical team there is to offer now in this window. Oh, that was to offer when we were coming to this window. We have seen their work already. We have seen the good work laid by Da Cruz before he left. We saw his work, and that Nabi came on and just hit the ground running just like that. And we see the amount of passion that you see from Mzoki, the goalkeeper coach. We see the other assistant coach, the amount of work that he's putting, making sure that the players are happy, making sure that the players technically that they are good and they are developing into another level. We have seen him taking players on aside and then speaking to them. We have seen you standing up for young players. Now, young players like Yombutu, acknowledging them, encouraging them, saying that, you know what, you made a mistake, now dust yourself off and then let's continue. We have seen how the management have done it, and we must applaud the management, and we must applaud the technical team for agreeing to work with Kaizer Chiefs again when they were nabbed last season. We know that this management made a mistake. However, as much as it snapped them, it came down from their horses and said that, you know what, we made a mistake, we acknowledge, we are sorry, therefore we're going to give you what you want. And this is what we see. We started by seeing with the results that we saw, from the build-up, from the preseason, them going to take it, them coming back to play younger here in South Africa, them coming to play the official game against Gallant, and they played very beautiful football, a very attractive football, and a very promising football. Yes, it was our first game, but it was promising football. So therefore, now, as I'm about to rate, I'm rating the technical team or the management for us making sure that we have the best team. Let me rate the management, and then I'm going to rate the players. Management, you have done yourself very proud. No, let me not rate the players. Basically, I'm rating the window, how the management have done. Basically, sorry about that. So, management, you have done very well. I'll rate you 8. I'll give you 8. And you say, why am I not giving them 9? Why am I not giving them even 5? Why am I not giving them 10 and whatnot? So, solely because, why am I not giving them 9 or 10? Solely because it's a distinction, by the way, 8 or 8 or 8. It's a distinction. So, the reason why I'm not giving them 10, I would say that they took some time first to sign players, and it could be because of the reason that they waited for Nabi to come and get his players, and beautiful that they've done that. And then another reason why I'll give them an 8 instead of a 9 or 10 is the other fact that they pursued players for a long time. They pursued players for a long time. Big teams, they should come to a point where they say, you know what, we're not going to beg forever. We're going to go for alternative, right? We're going to go for alternative. So therefore, we're not going to pursue this player for a long time. They pursued Apollos for a longest of time. Nothing happened. They pursued Velebai for a longest of time. Nothing happened. They pursued Pasadena for a longest of time, and nothing happened. However, just to also add on the reason why I'm giving them an 8 instead of at 9 or at 10. They went and addressed almost all the positions. However, there are crucial positions that I think that were not addressed. Being one, the striker's position. Striker's position, I feel that we should have added a player also, but not all is lost. Not all is lost. This is not me blaming the management. Hence, I'm giving them an 8. Let's say like a distinction, like as I've been saying. So I'll give them an 8 instead of a 10 because we still need. However, not all is lost. Not all is lost. Reason being because we still have January. You say to me, but Sanele, we should have went for a striker, and I'm agreeing with you. We should have went for a striker, and so many of you are angry with the fact that they did not sign your preferred players, and I'm like, whoa. Instead of us focusing on the management doing the good job and the good work that they've done, and then instead we are blaming them, cursing them, insulting them. Guys, how about we appreciate the good work that they've done? From hiring the technical team that they did, from buying the players that they did. And if you see, they bought the backbone of the team most of the time. That's what they did. They addressed the backbone of the team, which is the defense. Defense will make you win games. The lesser goals we win, even if we score, the lesser goals we concede rather, even if you can score 1 goal, that's a win. That's a 3 points in the bag. Kaizer Chiefs can keep on winning 1-0, 2-1, 1-0, 2-1. As long as they keep on adding and not losing and not drawing games unjustifiable or without us really understanding why we're drawing some of those games, we're going to call them out. Even if there's a win, I'm one player that should be critical positively and negatively. But I'm more of a person who will upload good work, and this is why I'm doing this today. I'm uploading the good work that the management have done in this window. So, if you are to talk about individual players, they made sure that they get every player that the coach wants. Yes, there are deals that failed, like your Pasadena, like your Apollos, like your Maele, your Velebai, and all those things. Some teams will never sell to Kaizer Chiefs for whatever reason, and some teams will price their players unjustifiable so. And this is where the management had to put their foot down and say, there's no such a thing that you're going to pay so much for this kind of a player. Reason 1, 2, 3. And this is what the management have done, and I'm uploading them, and I'm saying to you that, January is around the corner. I was expecting Apollos, I was expecting a winger, but all the wingers that are there, they must raise their hands. The wingers that are there, they must raise their hands. The strikers that are there, they must raise their hands. Yes, we are thin up front. However, we have players who are capable of scoring goals. And goals now shouldn't be solely reliant on a striker, guys. A winger can chip in a goal. A midfielder can chip in a goal. And even a backline player or a defender can chip in a goal. So it's not solely unto the responsibility of a striker to score goals. So therefore, we can still perform very well and score goals game in, game out without having a problem. Because we see that we have a typical team that is able to assemble a team, 1, and 2, that is able to play attractive and attacking football. We have a typical team that is able to do that. So, rating again now, the management in the market. Then going for experience, it was a good way of rebuilding this team. We've been rebuilding, but we don't buy well, but we bought well this time around. There's no player that you bought that I would say that I would never support. Those players might not have been my preferred or first preference. However, because now they are with Kaizer Chiefs, they are joining the black and gold Kaizer Chiefs colors, I'm going to support each and every one of them. This is me not being biased. This is me not saying that this management is useless because they did not buy my own players. I'm not going to do that. I am not like that. However, I'm going to support each and every player that they bought. Left back. Let's start. Okay, let me go to the keeper. The keeper, they adjust that department is because Kune has retired. Not officially official, has retired. So did not renew his contract. And then they went in Bontwari, who's also good on his feet and who's capable of playing, starting from the back, who's also comfortable when they play the ball back to him. He can play those passes, look for an option and pass as a goalkeeper. And his handling is good. Yes, last game he did not perform very well in terms of handling the ball. However, he is not a bad keeper. And then also they went to address almost every position at the back. The only position they did not address at the back was the right back. As they did not address that position, that means that it wasn't an area of priority. It does not mean that in next window they will not go and sign a right back. However, they saw that they are thin in other areas more than the right back. So they addressed the left back by buying a keeper and then the two left backs, and then they went to buy two left centre back in Dottley and Cross, you can say, because you can play both left and right. And then they went to buy a right centre back in Inacio Miguel. So, and then they went and then they got a loan to sign, okay, let me go back a bit. Dudley and this guy and Inacio, gone are those days where players would play not deserving. These two guys, they performed like as if they've been there playing for Kaizer Chiefs for a long time. This is where experience comes in. This is where buying players on time comes in. This is where, number 3, buying players who are fitting to the system the coach wants to play comes in. So they played very well because they were bought very well and they were identified very well, and that's kudos to the management. These guys, they played very well, and I see leadership in both of them, especially in Asha. I see him being that leader. And then now we're going to the CDM. They went and got a loan for one of our development players in Blom. Blom is going to make so many of us eat humble pie. So many of us were pretending that Blom was our favorite player. He lost the ball, he kept on getting cards, he kept on doing all these things, and then we're crying that management did not renew his contract because he was performing very well towards the end of his exit. He was playing very well because we saw him as a right back and he played well as a right back, and then as a CDM he played very well covering for Katano when he had left. Then he played very well. That management did not address that problem by making him sign a new contract, and it was a blessing in disguise for Blom to go overseas and come back. Now with that experience, and I'm praying and I'm hoping that he's gonna deliver. Not because he's from overseas and then now he's gonna have unnecessary pressure upon him, like, hey, now you're from overseas, we are expecting you to perform miracles. No, I'm not expecting that, but I'm expecting him to take his game to another level, as he did in MSL. Some of us will watch some of his games, some of us will watch the highlights, will see how this guy is performing. Then I will say to you that he performed well overseas. Now let him take that experience and come and bring it home. We're not gonna he's not gonna be under pressure. We're gonna support him to slowly settle in the team and settle into Nabi's system. And then wingers, we did not buy. What we did, we went and then we went to a development. We promoted a few of the players, and then we went and loaned out some of the players. We loaned out Sabelo Radebe, who's a attacking midfielder. We loaned out this guy, a Janssen, who's a wing back, so to say, to SuperSport. And then we are expecting now to see if these guys that we have loaned out, they will perform and they will come back to Kaizer Chiefs. We've seen with Kaizer Chiefs that most players, when they are loaned out, they never come back. And I'm praying and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, because now that we're a technical team, we'll go and watch these players. There'll be management as well going to watch these players, scouts, or now Terra will go and watch these players to see that development, and will say that, okay, coach, I'm advising you for 6 months. Just add another 6 months on this loan. This guy is coming all right, and he still does not have a place here. So instead of him coming back and then sits on the bench, let him go and get more game time. And then as he comes back, I'm telling you, coach, this guy is going to come back and he's going to show you what he learned there. So that's why you then have your terrace, you have your management and the technical team who will go and watch these players. We shouldn't just send these players on their own and then we're like, we'll only rely on the reports. No, we must watch them. We must watch them. So wingers we did not buy. However, Potane, this will either be his make or break season, I believe. And worst of all, he did not even go to the preseason because of his injury. So now that he's here, and is back on training, I'll say to you, let me look you straight in the eyes, Potane. I'll say to you, there's a position waiting for you. It's up to you if you're going to grab it. It's up to you if you're going to just continue like giving us below performance. It's up to you. Yes, there were rumors that you leave and all those things. Now take this opportunity with both hands and use it. There at the right wing, that position is available to be taken. There at the right wing, there is a position for you to take. Be an inverted winger. Like, we know that you like playing on the left and all. However, that position is available to be taken. You say that no, but the Saile, chances are Saile was supposed to go to a loan. However, it did not happen. Okay, sharp, it's fine. But now, Mfundo, you say there's Mfundo, that position is available to be taken. Mfundo is still young and Mfundo is still developed and is still developing. So therefore, there's a position to be taken, which is the right wing. Left wing, you can come in now and again when Serino is not playing there or not performing. There's a position also you can compete for. Going to the attacking midfield, Sabelo Radebe left, George Matlo, you are experienced, you went and played in Portugal. There's a position to be taken. You say, but Ndusha is coming up and whatnot. Young players, they don't play 90 minutes. Most of them. Young players, they don't play all the games. Most of them. So that position is still available for you, George Matlo. The fact that Kaizer Chiefs, they did not terminate your contract when you were injured. Now, go and fight for that position. Go and fight for that position, because we haven't really seen much of you. Truth to be told, we haven't seen much of you. You play in glimpses. That's the position to be taken. Strikers, going to Ranga. Ranga, this season can either be a make or break. Why? Because this coach wanted you to come and play for him. And then now this position is available and the coach is saying to you, I'm trusting you. Take this opportunity both hands. Yes, so many of you fans, you are hating on this guy because he doesn't score. But you fail to realize the number of opportunities this guy is making, the runs that he's making to draw opponents so that they make space for your other players. You don't recognize that. Let's watch football not with hateful eyes, but let's watch football with to say that as long as you're still starting lining up, I'm going to support each and every player. So I'm rating this as 8 out of 10. What are your thoughts? Who do you think would be your best player? I know most of you would say that it's going to be Serino. Who do you think would be your best player? My best player, from those that we signed, my best player would be Inacio Miguel because of the role that he's going to play. I think he's a capable leader and he's a solid defender and he has speed and can also score goals. He'll be the standout for me. Who do you think will be your best player? From the guys who were there since last season and seasons before that, the guy that I'm expecting much from this season, you can say it's 1, you can say it's 2. For me, I'm expecting so much from Du Shabalala. I did say that this is going to be his season. I'm also expecting Ranga to do very well this season. Those 2 guys, others, they will continue improving, developing, but these 2 guys I'm expecting a lot. Who do you think from the current or from the old players who've been there, they'll perform for you? I've given you mine and rate this transfer market. We're going back in January again for those players that we wanted and even probably 2 better players. Younger or even experienced, young and experienced, or even experienced players who do exactly what these guys didn't get in the season. Not all is lost. Kaizer Chiefs. Guys, I'm out. FC Amakhosi. Love you. Cheers.